The first time I went to China was 1995. I stayed in China for 25 years, including China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. And so obviously I like it. So I think it's a great place. It's a land of opportunities. There's a lot of things to do for European people, for American people. I've seen the development of China for the past 25 years, and the development itself has been impressive by its speed and by its breadth. China has been able to become kind of one of the top world players in just about every industry. And I think that's what's mostly impressive, because China didn't fall in the trap of being purely a supplier of cheap and cheap technology and cheap products to the Western world, but it has actually used the investment and the delocalization of Western industries to China to its own benefit, and making sure that it would be a long-term development. The Chinese government makes sure that it was actually for the benefit of the Chinese people.
7月19号，法国作家罗红教授现身香港会展中心，为现场观众带来了他的书籍《理解中国与西方的关系：不情愿的超级大国与孤立的霸权》。该书讲述了罗红多年来在中国的真实见闻，希望让读者更全面地了解真实的中国。书籍2022年在法国出版后广受好评，很多读者反馈说，这与在西方媒体上看到的中国大相径庭。
My book is written for the French people, and and the reason why I wrote it is because they asked me. They said, "Where can we find, factual information about China? We want something factual. Where can we find it?" And actually, we couldn't find anything, so I wrote it myself. But this is for the people, telling people, just forget about your media, what the media says about China. Just come and have your own opinion. So I think in the long term, it's a very good thing for the relationship between China and the West. But actually, what's pretty obvious is that it's the Western media that makes China a very mysterious country by not reporting on many important things. And in Western countries, you can get the population on board to have a conflict with a country. First, you have to demonize that country. So that's the reason why the Western media are so negative about China, about the Chinese government. It's because they have to make it look like it's a country that is expanding, that is a dangerous country for the rest of the world. Then it will justify selling weapons to Japan, selling weapons to Taiwan, selling weapons to everybody, and creating the environment for a potential conflict with China. They know what they're doing. It's not misunderstanding. It's not lack of knowledge about China. It's malicious. The Western media are actually mouthpiece of the deep state. So when they are slandering China, when they are criticizing China in an excessive way, they are doing the job of Western multinational corporations who control the governments.
当前，世界正处于百年变局，地缘冲突和贸易摩擦等全球性挑战日益增多。7月初，北约组织于华盛顿峰会期间发表联合声明，公开谴责中国是俄乌战争的决定性推动者。美国战略与国际研究中心高级顾问凯贝利·哈奇森近日更公开表示，中国是风险国家，想要阻止中国，就要搞垮中国的经济。
European countries are actually controlled by the EU, and the EU it's actually a project from America. So you could say that European countries are actually vassal states of America, which means our leaders are not making the decisions, and if you look at all the decisions that they make, sometimes you think it's suicidal. They don't have the interest of their own country at heart. It's because they are working for somebody else. They're working for the American government.